Hello, welcome to the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree. This is the weekly solar plexus chakra reading for the collective. Our card in the center is representing that chakra itself. The card on the left is representing the inner cities chakra of the earth. And the card on the right is representing the soul star chakra. That's a higher one above us. So we bring in these other chakras to help the energy of this mundane chakra ascend and help clarify and recalibrate its energy. So the arena of this chakra is really about one's power, one's ability to really be kind of like the sun and have a presence in the world, be effective in the world, be able to accomplish something in the world that provides more energy, more life to its to one's surroundings, and where usually they're not drained in the process of doing that. So let me see what we get off of this. This is a beautiful set of cards, by the way. They really feel perfect together. They're so complementary. So I'm getting that there is a strong mastery of this zone this week. Like there's a strong sense that this chakra is quite alive, quite functional, and maybe pulling in energies that are from the higher realms as well, maybe a little bit more enlightened, higher-minded, more spiritually attuned. So the things that you're putting your energy into may be within that realm a little bit more, may have more of a spiritual focus, or just be geared towards things that are beyond one's individual concerns. So they may be really serving the collective. So I see that you may be experiencing some mastery in whatever you're pursuing here. This is the type of mastery that definitely transcends expectations. You may even surprise yourself. You may find that you have really integrated a lot of different things in the environment that you've been dealing with fairly recently. And you've been able to kind of collage all of those things together and make them work together. So maybe there's been a period of time here where you've been investigating different ideas, and now it's like, voila, you've figured out how to make all of these cohesive and harmonize. And I see that you want to be able to start sharing this. Like this isn't necessarily been just for yourself, that you've been strongly motivated to help the collective with this and help them in a way that feels, like there's a higher purpose to it, for sure. And it feels like you've been spending a great deal of what you're doing organizing it too, like you're really getting how the parts, how everything is kind of fitting together, and you're respecting that there's this integrity, that's this mathematical almost concept behind everything that makes it work. The beauty of mathematical organization, and I wouldn't say that you're consciously doing that, but just sort of instinctively you're understanding, the geometry, the design, how much of this compared to how much of that really works well together. So that's fantastic to see. And I see that you've also been really guided because you've allowed yourself to be guided. You've been open, you've been receptive to higher energies, and you have been calibrating yourself and filtering that through and being specific about that type of energy compared to other types of energies that you could let in, like the healthier high vibe energy to be working with. So you're definitely utilizing that to assist you, and you may be actually guided by that, that feeling of doing the will of the higher power, compared to serving your own self-purpose, which may be incongruent with the will of Source. And I'm seeing here that there is going to be a lot of energy that's going to be coming out of you, that's going to be needed physically. And there's this acknowledgement that this energy to begin integrating what it is that you want in your environment has a different feeling than the design of what you've been doing. That when you go to integrate the design of what you've done, it needs to feel like it flows and that you flow with it. So this is important because it's how others will be receptive to you, how they will feel you. If you appear too rigid and structured, you will probably not feel as approachable and, likable. So in your actual behavior, regardless of your concept and your ideas, and maybe the presentation of what you're doing, make sure that you feel that others can perceive that you're in the flow with this and that you are enjoying the process of sharing whatever it is that you are up to during this time. Yeah, so I like this a lot. I hope that if that rings true for anyone, that whatever you're working on is just going really, it looks brilliant. You look brilliant. So I hope that all is well with this. It looks absolutely amazing. So take care. Thank you so much for joining me. And tomorrow we will be reflecting on the heart chakra.